Winnebago tribe.
All right, good afternoon, good morning, and good day to each and every one of you. It's a beautiful March. It is a little crisp out there. Welcome to everybody to Season 2, Episode 2, 2 plus 2. All right, and we have 4 hosts here, so that's how we're going to roll into that here. But I'd like to get the introduction. We have a good segment here planned for you folks. We were just talking before we went on the air, talking about the answer is. Okay, I got some good questions for you two here today. And we have to give props to Tyler, who won last week with a score of 2-1, I believe it was, because you guys were tied at the end. So we're going to find out and brushing up on maybe some of your basketball, some March Madness going on. Kind of, that's going to be some of the questions and stuff. So we'll see how that comes. Nonetheless, we'll get into our introductions, starting with our co-hosts.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. This is Bethany, the Winnebago Communications Office Manager.
Hi, NP, everybody. Can you hear me out there? Okay. My name is Jordana Bass. I'm your Winnebago Indian News Editor, and I hope everybody's having a good start to their week.
Good morning, everybody. I am Tyler Snake. I am the Winnebago Indian News Office Circulation Manager.
All right, Tyler and Jordana, you guys are busy. Why are you guys busy this week?
Issue week.
It is issue week.
Actually, today, if anybody listening wants to send something in by 4:30, you could email me at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com.
WinnebagoTribe.com. Okay, Tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. How has it been? Like, have you been getting a lot of news and kind of information? Because there's a lot of events. The spring's coming around, just around the corner and stuff, but do you need more? I mean, like...
I'd like to express that nobody really reaches out too often, you know?
Oh, okay.
So if anybody listening that is in charge of a program or works for a program would like to join our WIN contributors list,
Bump it a little bit.
that'd be a good place to start, you know, with content.
For sure. All right. And then anything else that as far as bagel bits and stuff?
Just a little sneak peek. I'll be talking about the WPS apprenticeship program.
Okay.
It's their midterms, right?
Midterms.
Yeah. So they got a pre-check-in. And then I'll also be talking about the art students going to W.I.N America.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yes, the Wildcats in the house.
Exciting.
Future Wildcats too, right?
Nice field trip for them.
I gotta share a story about W.I.N. So when I did my what do they call it? Career college day, whatever and stuff. We did. Anyway, so the person comes and takes us around, and we tour Wayne State College, and I ended up getting the multicultural tuition scholarship. So my tuition was paid for. It was really cool.
Oh, nice.
And then they're like, for us, Winnebago has some really cool lunches. You know what I mean? So I was like, wow, how's the lunch over here? Because you need your brain food. You got to study, you need your brain food and all that. And they call the place where they eat, they call it the Gag.
The gag.
And they're like, oh, you guys want to go eat at the Gag? Like it's nothing. Like I told my kids about that. Yeah, you guys want to go eat at the Gag? And they're like, wow, what is it called? The Gag. You know what I mean? But it's just that, of course, if you eat every day the same thing and stuff like that, I guess. But that's what it's known over there. If you go upstairs and eat at the thing, but the food is good.
Yeah.
My kids still talk about it. Hey, we ordered some burgers and all that stuff. The food's good. You know what I mean? So go check out the Gag, guys, at Wayne State College.
The Gag.
That's funny.
Yeah. Anyways, Jordana, you have a special report.
I do, yeah. So it's kind of been a while since we've done a special report. So I actually got a chance to go to the WPS Drama Club's performance of their rendition of Bye Bye Birdie, and that was actually on, I believe, March 17th. It was a couple weeks ago, actually. So I didn't get a chance to cover that. So that's what one of the stories is about. And the second story for the special report is LPTC signed a recent agreement with Briarcliff University, and that's sort of just talking about that, and that actually took place last week, and so that's just kind of covering that.
Some huge news.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
is awesome. Do we want to roll that, Bethany?
Let's make sure she has the right one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this geared up for us.
After we get done with them too, we have the Winnebago Health Education Department here. Les Painter is going to help us out, and then we also have Mr. Turner. He's going to be the superintendent next year. Dan Farringer is going to be retiring, and he's here with us today. And then we also have Kuna Bass, Greg Bass, and he's going to help us out with the Boys and Girls Club. They got some exciting news and a lot of good things that are happening. And as you know, as the summertime comes around, they go right full effect and stuff. They're in full effect all year long and stuff, but Boys and Girls Club, they have culture camp. They're gonna I believe this weekend they're gonna have post prom. A lot of good things happening and stuff, so we'll figure that out as the time comes and stuff. So Bethany,
Yes.
are we about ready or still working on it?
Give me like 30 seconds.
Okay, so nonetheless here,
I do have a couple more topics.
Sure.
So since it is our issue week, I actually got to meet with the Little Priest student cohort that went to AHEC and won the hand game tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got to meet with them yesterday and kind of talk to them about their experience, and a lot of it was their first time out there, and a lot of them didn't even play the hand games before, so the fact that they won is really really
Right.
cool. So that's one of our topics that we're going to talk about this upcoming issue.
yeah, and I don't think AHEC happened for like 2 years because of the pandemic. They had like a virtual kind of session, and this was the first time all the tribal colleges went down there, and I think Albuquerque was the place,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
And Jordana, you got to attend AHEC many years, right?
Yeah, for at least three times, and I think I played hand games like twice. I went with LPTC 1 year. The second year I went with Salish Kootenai College, and I think that year we played hand games. That first year I can't remember. And I know that LPTC won hand games a couple of years after that too. So
Yeah, 2017.
yeah, that was a
And
good year.
Salish Kootenai College, how was it out there?
It's just the land. Everything was so pretty out there, and especially when you come from a land like this and then going up there where the mountains are huge and there's snow everywhere, and living right on the Flathead Lake is one of the most clearest lakes that is up in North America.
Wow.
So it's really pretty up there. So if you guys ever have a chance to go up there, then definitely take that trip.
Washington, right? Or
Montana.
Montana.
Northwest, yeah.
Okay, so the tribes out there, the Crow, Blackfeet, or what was it?
Salish, Kootenai, there's I don't know, there's a lot of Coast Salish.
A whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
That's our new word for the day. A whole lot of them.
Whole lot.
All right, I'm ready, guys.
Okay.
So
All right.
we're gonna get into Jordana's special report here.
Thanks so much for coming out and supporting our cast. We put this show together in a little bit quicker time than previous shows, but they're ready to go. This show is set in 1959, and it's kind of a spoof on an Elvis character.
And you've got to be sincere. If you're really sincere, if you're really sincere, if you feel it in here, that's gotta be right, oh baby. Oh honey. Okay. I'm all American boy.
Hello, May. Since we're alone at last, have you spare a heart-to-heart with an old friend? Oh, I'll always have a spare. To who by tomorrow I'll be able to call. Don't say it. I'll be able to call Mother. The cruelest way I ever heard. Adios, Mama. Adios, Rose. Call me Mrs. Peterson.
2020, just a few months before the pandemic kicked, their 11th president, Dr. Rochelle Keck, and I had signed in our agreement for our first agreement, social work. And then a year later, February 22nd of 2021, we signed 2 more agreements with Briarcliff on business and indigenous health, turning to a nursing program. So we have maintained a pretty special relationship with Briarcliff over the years. Today's event is a little bit more special because it's going to impact our students directly. Thanks to Briarcliff President, the Board of Trustees, and our Board of Trustees, we now have a Little Priest Tribal College Briarcliff University transfer grant. So with that, what it means in simple words is when our graduates transfer to Briarcliff University, they actually get a transfer scholarship. And that means they don't have to pay their tuition and the general fees after, of course, the Pell is paid for. Pell is
needs. This partnership began with articulation agreements previously, as noted, in areas of accounting, business administration, international business, pre-licensure, RN, BSN, and social work. However, we knew the need for these partnerships was even greater. Briarcliff University is excited to welcome Pell-eligible Little Priest Tribal College students in accordance with today's agreement. These students will receive full tuition aid when transferring to BCU. Little Priest Tribal College students who are not Pell-eligible but who meet the criteria also receive significant financial aid to help them attend BCU to further their education and persistence.
I just want to emphasize how excited we are to welcome more Little Priest Tribal College transfer students to Briarcliff. This agreement doesn't specify a major. That was one of the important things we talked about. It doesn't have to be one of the already articulated agreements, although we're certainly We're trying to hold up.
Smile big.
All right. Well, congratulations to the AHEC team. Congratulations to the Winnebago Public Schools, what do they call it? The theater department, drama department?
Yeah, drama.
Yeah, Mrs. Spurk always doing her thing up there. And then the crew, the cast, you know, that's a whole production. There's the actors, there's the behind the scenes people and everything. So we want to say thank you to the parents and all the commitment, you know, practicing. I used to be in drama, me and Les here, and so I'd like to introduce the next gentleman here. This is Les Painter. This is Mr. Turner from the Winnebago Public School, and then also the executive director for the Boys and Girls Club of Winnebago. And we're going to be discussing a few things, but I just wanted to finish up my drama story because I'm drama. No, I'm just like, but what was the play that we did? Do you remember?
Oh man, I don't remember.
Do you remember who the teacher was that taught us? It was some kind of school play or something.
All day.
Was that what it was?
I think that's what it was.
But anyways, Les was a senior. I think I was a freshman or something, and we had a good time. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother realm. You know, for those that you know, there's dual. How do you say it? They play basketball. They also do drama, speech, all kind of good things and stuff. But we do have an important topic here, and I want to give the gentleman here an opportunity to get to their introduction. And the topic is vaping. All right, so we'll discuss that here, but I know that you wanted to come on up here and do a public service announcement. Thursday, we were on air at Res Ride. Les sent me a graphic. We posted that on the Winnebago Tribe's Facebook page, and it's kind of let us know the details, like what's happening, and I know that we want to keep our children safe, our youth safe and stuff, but there are certain things that we're going to try to put in place, and there's certain things that awareness. We call it awareness and stuff. So I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Turner.
So probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we sent out a all-call text message to all of our parents, and I wanted to follow up on that, letting parents know, because as parents, you don't always know, or you're not always cognizant of what your kids see that you do. And so we wanted to just kind of follow up and get it out again, you know, letting parents know that your kids do see what you're doing. So, vaping is it's all around. It's pretty commonly accepted. It's not it's the exact same thing kind of as cigarettes, but it seems more acceptable because it smells good, and there's not a big cloud of smoke that stays, and you haven't had all these campaigns telling you about the dangers of it. So it's kind of widely accepted. But as parents, I think we all need to know, as a community, we need to know that your kids see you.
Right.
They know what it is, and even though you don't know that they've picked it up, they've picked up how to operate a vape, and they do have access to vapes.
Yeah.
They're all around. You would leave them, whereas maybe a pack of cigarettes, you'd be a little more careful of where you left it, lighter around. But vapes kind of haven't had that stigma. But we, as a school, we want parents to know to just be vigilant and talk to your kids about it, about the dangers of it.
Yeah.
And just be very careful with how we address vapes with our students, and it is an important issue.
Right. And then I know the health education department, what do you guys know about vape?
Well, just like the superintendent said, vaping is it's not really new. We started getting word around 2015, 2016 that this other type of, I guess you could say, alternative to smoking. Back then, a lot of the cessation programs, a lot of the hospitals, and doctors were recommending vape pens as an alternative to cigarettes, to commercial tobacco. And through the years, even though that he said the stigma was not there for people looking down on vaping, but it isn't water vapor, it's aerosol, and the type of aerosol that you would do for air freshener or Febreze or is what vaping is. It's not, there isn't any type of water it isn't water vapor that you would assume that it would be, it's just water, so it's harmless. But it's highly addictive because it's just mainly nicotine. And so you would think that they outlawed the Juul pods, and the Juul itself they quit making it. They banned it because one pod is the amount of nicotine that's in one pod, which is as big as a quarter is a full pack of cigarettes.
Wow.
And so they have different levels of the amount of nicotine that's in the vape pen. So nicotine itself is highly addictive. It's a highly addictive drug. And so when you combine that with young children, then that the studies are starting to come out, and more studies are being done now as far as the addictiveness of vaping, and if that's in the hands of your children, that can be really dangerous because it can stunt growth or mentally, as far as and we all know that young children and all the way up until the age of 24, your brain development doesn't stop until then. So it's a really big concern for parents, because all of us are parents, and we want the best for our children. We try to protect them any way possible, and so that's just this was just another way of getting the word out there that vaping, even though it's legal, commercial tobacco is legal and everything like that, but you yourself don't want your children to, you always want your children to be better than you are, and, and we all have those faults in our lives, and those are things that we tell our children, and on a daily basis. This is just the same thing as being respectful, and along those lines. You want good things, health, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. So
So in the school, do they do checks or anything like that, or what's kind of some of the preventative measures?
So in the school, when you first come through the front door, you'll see our Evolve system, which is checking for vapes. Certain vapes it will pick up. And here's the thing about the dangers of vape is the companies, it's an unregulated industry.
Right.
So, the aerosols that Mr. Painter was talking about, or the oils, that's like really best case scenario. There's worse things that they're putting in vapes, other illegal things like THC or synthetic THC and things like that. And so, it's an unregulated industry. You don't really know what's in any vape. There's no one overseeing that or regulating that. And just, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Damage your lungs, damage your physical body. You're changing your brain chemistry. You know, when you're huffing chemicals or putting chemicals in your body, in that fashion, you're changing your brain chemistry to a degree.
Yeah.
So we have our Evolve system, and it detects some vapes. Well, the companies have changed how they're making vapes to get around that Evolve system so it doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
They don't put the long metal rod in there anymore. Vapes, and we always had the pens that could look just like a pen. Well, we've seen some that look exactly like an ink pen.
Wow.
And it can be a functional ink pen. They look like little computer discs.
Wow.
Your hard drives. And so the companies are trying to make it easier for kids to have access to it.
Yeah.
And we're trying to combat that, we're going to do the best we can. But also, parents need to know that anyone under the age of 21 to possess or use a vape, it's illegal.
It's illegal.
It is. It's illegal.
Okay.
And so, we're going to keep trying to battle it. We're looking at getting vape sensors.
Okay.
In there, we think that will help, in the bathrooms and areas where you might try to vape. But we still, like, how we're going to beat this issue is with parents' help.
Right.
That's kind of the only way our whole community can do it is parents to the kids. And
that I think awareness, now that you guys brought this conversation, I know I have some teenagers myself, and I'm going to be like, hey, you guys, this is a kind of an issue. I remember watching some of the public service announcements, this is your brain on drugs, any questions, So I think there's studies that are linked to like the vape pens blowing up in your face, so they get massive burns, blowing up in your pocket. Not only that, but doing really irreversible damage to your lungs and stuff, The Boys and Girls Club, do you guys like...
Yeah. Okay, so I got a little spill on this. So for me, let's go back to the after school program. So what happens is with the after school program is there's kids that are leaving vapes behind. They'll drop them out of their bags, or they'll drop them out of their pockets.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to that point, that's whenever it's a big no-no for us, and we got to keep an eye out for it. So, and especially like our target age groups, we're looking at K3, K4. So we got a lot of younger kids, but what the issue is they're picking up those pens because the older kids, they don't want to get in trouble with them. They don't want to get caught, or they're dropping them out of their pockets. So those are some issues that we have at the Boys and Girls Club. Actually, recently there was a vape pen that they found. I don't know if you heard about it, but there was a vape pen that they found in the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was in that vape pen? It wasn't the nicotine. It was the THC.
Oh, THC, and that's for those that don't know, is linked to that's what gets you high if you smoke marijuana.
Yeah,
that's the chemical.
So it's super scary for our kids considering their age. So what's happening there is just I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. I know that we're making the right jumps to fix it in terms of putting it out there, making sure that everyone knows about the issues that are here and present. So definitely something that we need to make on the radar of Winnebago, because it's just a big no-no, and kids are picking it up earlier than they should. So that's the big issue. Yep.
Yeah, that one, probably if there's an industry that can kind of back in the days, you remember Marlboro Man, and they had all these guys that would go around billboards and advertising and stuff. Now they can't do that. So they're kind of, smoking is probably still a leading cause for a lot of different things. Vaping seems like they're trying to kind of change their chemical formula so that the FDA don't get at them or anything like that. But it's synthetic marijuana, all that stuff is pretty bad. And it's almost like they're targeting, because what is it? Strawberry. I seen like
mango, pineapple.
Yeah,
and it smells good. It probably tastes good. I've never vaped, but I've smelled the.
Right.
It does. It smells good. It tastes good. And so a little kid, when you were young, if you saw a cigarette, we might all be old enough to. You're like, hey, pick one of those up, put it in my mouth. I look cool.
You see the role models.
Yeah, like I look cool.
Yeah.
And so, if my mom or dad or older brother, sister, they throw away a vape, and I see it in the trash, and, I'm 8 years old. I just want to look cool, you know? And so I might grab that and...
Yeah, be conscientious of the little ones and stuff. That's what we're trying to promote here.
Yeah, they're all monkey see, monkey do, at that age, anywhere from preschool to all the way up to fourth grade. That's when they emulate what they see. As far as I mean, you take your little ones to see a Star Wars movie, dinosaur movie, anything to do with guns, laser guns, or anything like that. When the movie's over, your kid goes in the back room and starts playing with his toys.
Yeah, right.
Starts playing. So if the kid is emulating the movie, then he's gonna basically do what the parents are doing, and our older brother, older sister, all the role models, like you said, in their lives that they see, that the people that have an impact on their lives is usually what they imitate.
Right now though, is there like a national quit day or anything like that that's coming up?
So when we first got word that this was becoming an issue, really the CDC really focuses on 14 to 24-year-olds, and there isn't anything out there yet as far as K through 6. But since we got the word, we've been working diligently, calling all the partners in the state. Actually, we have a meeting this coming Monday, on the 3rd. We're meeting with the Nebraska Department of Education and a lot of the health departments that we partner with, out of Lincoln, Omaha, Wayne, and there is a new curriculum coming out called Catch My Breath, and that's something that will be bringing the trainer in to train some of the staff in the public health department, and not because of the issue, but this is something that we've been trying to do for a long time, and now that the pandemic is over, we're able to attend these types of trainings,
right,
rather than doing it Zoom. You could do it in person and stuff like that. So, and that's the thing about vaping is so the difference between vaping and smoking is that when you smoke a cigarette, it takes about a couple minutes for the nicotine to absorb into your blood and absorb into your body. But when you vape, it's only 72 seconds. That's how fast the nicotine, and that's how fast it is for. And there's I talked to a lot of people out there that that I know that vape, and a lot of them want to quit.
Yeah.
But it's just that nicotine has a hold of them. It's just it's really strong, and that's a real concern, especially when it's for K through 6.
Yeah, there's just a lot of different things, and let's have as a community, what I mean. We don't want the next generation to have damaged lungs. I think that's the huge thing, especially when you're growing. There's a lot of growth that happens in those age groups, and that's going to be a long-term health effect and stuff. For the people that do vape, what I mean, what is something, maybe not to kind of shame them out of vaping or anything like that, but just kind of what are some of the things that they could do?
So I'm a firm believer in adults get to make adult decisions.
Correct.
But we also are still responsible to our youth.
Yeah.
You know, even while we're making those decisions. And so I would never shame anybody for anything that they do. But if I'm an adult or an older brother or an uncle or a cousin and I vape, make sure to put that vape outside of the attainability, outside of the reach of any little kids. And
so just don't leave it there at the
don't
table.
Leave it on the table. When you throw it away, like, dispose of it away from the house. Gotcha. Because they will still get them in their hands. If they look in that trash and they see it, they're probably gonna grab it and, you know, put it in my bag. Like, hey, watch this. I can be cool with my friends at school.
Yeah.
And just be cognizant of what you do around them, because kids fully know how to use those things just from watching. Like, kids are very intelligent. They pick up everything.
Yeah.
And they do know how to use those things, whether you think they do or not. Because if you would have asked me a year ago if I would have ever thought that a 6th grader or even a 6th grader or a 6-year-old would be able to vape or have any interest in it, I would have said no. And I would have been wrong then, and we're wrong now.
Yeah.
We don't know how early kids are picking things up, but they are.
For sure. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for that. Any questions, follow-up questions, Bethany?
No, I just think that it's really important, though, that this is being relayed, because I think that little kids are kind of like sponges. They're just absorbing their whole environment, so it's really good to kind of just be proactive.
Yeah, thank you guys for that awareness, and more to come. You know what I mean? We'll look to the health department and the Boys and Girls Club, as well as the Winnebago Public School, to if there's anything that we can do as far as the big voice and kind of get that information out, or preventative measures, anything like that. Just let us know. We'll collaborate with you guys as well and stuff.
Thank you.
We want to change our gears here a little bit here, and spring is upon us. There's a lot of good things happening and stuff. We'll start with Boys and Girls Club here. So congratulations on the position, man. You've been in the executive director position for a while.
Yep, been there since June, and then I took on the full-time position. They hired
since
me.
June, huh?
Yep, June. My predecessor, Wombly Dozel, he took on a role with the directors of organizational development with Boys and Girls Club of America. So
he went national.
Huge shout out to him. So
yeah, for sure. Good job, man.
Sure. Hey, but after that, I mean, took on the role, kind of ran with it, and starting to make big changes there. So we have our new building that we are launching. Dang. Hopefully we can break ground in 5 months or
there
so.
You go.
So we're looking at making great changes. So with that, I mean, I have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know if we have the time, if you guys have the time, but I guess we'll roll with it. So we got post-prom.
Yes.
On Saturday going into Sunday.
Right.
Collaboration. We got a lot of volunteers. We got a lot of people that donated. I want to give a huge shout out to Morningstar Counseling. I want to give a huge shout out to Winnebago Public School, Winnebago Health Department, and we have so much more sponsors. Thank you guys for supporting our youth. And this night is going to be a special night for them.
Now, traditionally, post-proms are... back in the days, they were kind of like lock-ins and stuff, because a lot of times we would hear stories of them going drinking, or, you know what I mean, going and getting to bad things and stuff. But as the years go on and stuff, you know, that there's that still element of there and stuff, but we trust our kids, and nowadays it's more of an entertainment kind of keep the party going. You know, they're all dressed up, and this is a time where they can kind of let their hair down. Usually they're all in tuxedos, dresses, whatnot, hair all done, and then they go over to post prom. So what's on the schedule for post prom this year?
So we got David Anderson events. I don't know if you guys heard of David Anderson. He actually did our wedding. My wife Sanaya and I. He did our wedding. He did a great job. Great job. So huge shout out to him. And I've seen him do events with HCI and Winnebago Tribe and others, and I know that he's the right guy for the job. So we got him on board. Winnebago Health Department. They helped out with the photo booth for that session.
Make some memories.
Making memories. And then we also have the Whirling Thunder pool. They're going to be opening up that pool at 3 a.m.
Dang. Pool party, huh?
Yeah, pool party.
Very cool.
Sure.
All right. So post prom, what else you guys got?
Shoot. Let's see here. Summer sign up. April 3rd. We're rolling it out. You heard it here first.
Oh,
April 3rd.
Debut right here on Big Voice.
Yes.
9 a.m. You guys could submit your apps if you guys want an app. I'll be happy to send it to you. So just shoot me an email, gregory.bass@winnebagotribe.com. I'll be happy to send those over to you. We're not taking applications until after that time, 9 a.m., April 3rd. Yep.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, man. Well, much success, and I know there's a lot of things that I feel for you guys because, right after, I think the prom's going to get done at 11.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, maybe a little bit earlier, so they can go get dressed and change and all that stuff. But you guys are going until what time?
5 a.m.
Woo-wee.
It's gonna be a long night.
The party don't stop.
Yeah, and then also for safety. I'm a big component of safety, so with us is I want to make sure that we have shuttles lined up. So whenever the kids are done, they're ready to go home, we'll have shuttles to take them home safely. So
cool.
No more of this, you guys could go whenever you want to. No, we're not doing that. We've got to make sure that they get home safe.
Yeah, appreciate you keeping everybody safe and stuff, you know what I mean? And then the parents and everybody that's coming together. I know it takes a lot, but prom is going to be off the hook. You guys do the steaks and everything, you know what I mean? So they're very well taken care of.
So I also told them earlier this week, yesterday, I said, because it's my first prom, I'm going to need some tester steaks to be dropped off at my house. So cook about 5 or 6 of them. They can drop them all.
Medium rare. Good job. You guys got some positive things happening too?
We do. I have a fairly long list. I want to start. I just came back. I went to NAFIS out in Washington, D.C. to lobby and fight for us to.
What's NAFIS?
NAFIS is the Native American Federally Impacted Schools.
Oh, cool.
So that would be like if you're on a reservation, if you have anywhere where the government has land.
Yeah.
So national forests and even the dam, army bases. We all get money in lieu of the taxes that you would get from that money. So that's what NAFIS, that's what Impact Aid is, what NAFIS is. And so I was there for a week and then came back for 2 days, and I got to go on the academy, the Winnebago Academy trip back to Washington, D.C.
Yep, East Coast.
And so it was very different from going for meetings. I got to go as a tourist, and I was extremely happy about that. Got to hang out with some wonderful kids.
Yeah.
Our juniors and seniors go to Washington, D.C., and it kind of ties in with what they've studied.
Yeah. Did they get to visit any of the museums, Smithsonian?
Oh, man. We went to the Arlington Cemetery.
Oh, nice.
And we got to talk about, there's a Native American lady from South Dakota that is there. She's buried there, and just talk about her journey and things like that.
Yeah.
We went to the Veterans Wall.
Oh, nice.
And that was an amazing experience just to see all of those names. And there's people from Winnebago, from Nebraska, and we got to learn about all of them. And that was awesome, too, because a lot of us didn't know.
Right.
Then we went to the Native American Museum, which it's a work in progress because coming from I've lived on another Native American reservation, and I'm like, look, I met some people that should probably be in here. That story of the code talkers and things like that would be easy to get in there.
Yeah.
But it's a work in progress. They said it is light years ahead of where it was just a few years ago. And so got to learn about tribes and things. The kids said they found our flag, the Winnebago flag.
Yes.
They found it there, which is great. We went on a Capitol tour of the Capitol. We got to tour the White House as well. And then we went to a Wizards game. Got to watch an NBA game, which was pretty awesome. Wizards played Denver, which might have the MVP on Denver's team.
Yeah, they're first place.
And probably the part that I loved was when we went to Gettysburg, because you hear about it in history classes, but we went on a tour of a house that's still how it was in that time, and we got to go on a tour of the museum, the Gettysburg Museum.
Wow.
And it's awesome. Like, the story there is just awesome. I'm taking my family at some point.
There you go.
So that was
the impact on the Academy kids, though.
Learn a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of learning going on. And it was, and our kids got so many compliments on how well behaved they were and respectful, and they're just, you got to dig deeper as a superintendent. You got to dig deeper into kids, and they're awesome kids. I would recommend everybody take a trip with them.
The amount of touring that you did. What did you say in the meeting yesterday?
It was a lot. We were going from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9-10 p.m. Woo. And I mean, you were going. I think we saw 6 or 7 things one night or in one day. And it was awesome.
He said he learned more on that trip than in history class throughout high school.
Oh yeah, I learned more about our country than I did in any of my history classes. On that trip, it was amazing. So, also we have spring sports. So tracks they're at a meet today that started. So if you're not already there, you're probably going to miss it. But we want you to come out and support our track and golf athletes. Okay. And just we want the community just to support our kids. Yeah. And make them feel special.
Well, we have the Big Voice Sports Talk Show with Coach Q. So make sure you give him the results.
Okay. I'm going to tell him.
And that's tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at 5?
Wednesdays at 5.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 5. We'll see what we did today.
Yeah.
And then we have for our younger grades, one of the things coming up that we think is going to be awesome is our Pueblo projects for the 5th grade. So they should be finishing those up, and we'll invite everybody to see them when they finish. Come on in, and everyone's always welcome to come and see. And then of course prom, which we thank the Boys and Girls Club for doing that on April 1st. And then graduation. I'd like to announce that we have about 56 seniors on track to graduate or have already finished their requirements to graduate. Wow. So that's
56?
Yeah. And we had people saying, well, there's like 10, 7, 11 in my class. So
and what was yours?
Other yours was like 12.
12?
Yeah.
Then we're 56 now, that's crazy and stuff. You know what I mean? Is it the largest, or is it?
I believe it's going to be the largest in Winnebago history. And it's due to this here. Like, we're all here supporting for those kids.
Yeah.
And Winnebago, if we're nothing else, we are in support of our kids.
Class of 2023. Right on. When is that? What's the date?
So they on May 14th.
May 14th.
It is Mother's Day, but we promise to get you out of there.
Okay.
So you can go celebrate and eat with Mom at Sizzler.
Yeah. is there even a Sizzler anymore?
No.
We'll have to head down to Texas or so, right?
I didn't know what you guys were talking about.
Sizzler? All right. So what time?
It's a buffet.
What time?
Steak buffet. Steak buffet.
Are we meeting at graduation at 2? 1? What time? We'll find that out. We'll
find that out.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get it out, I promise.
Very nice, very nice. So graduation, and then you guys get a little break, and then come back for the school for 2023, 24.
Yep, we'll be ready.
Right on. Thank you, Mr. Turner. And we have some news here that we would like to break with the Winnebago Public Health Department.
Yeah, it's National Public Health Week next week, the 3rd through the 7th. And there's some events lined up. We had to postpone our planning because of all the things that were taking place the past couple weeks,
Sure.
So we got that coming out. The info should be coming out. So there's going to be a walk on Monday with Whirling Thunder. And I know that the Public Health Department itself is going to celebrate with all the employees on Wednesday. And then we have a mini health fair going on at the 12 Clans Unity Hospital. Come on down. We got an awesome shirt. Health Ed has an awesome shirt that we did for that. Just for not this event, but that we're going to be giving out, and the Easter egg hunt on Friday.
So April 6th is Thursday.
Yep.
Okay, and then the Easter hunt is on the
Friday.
7th.
Yeah.
The 7th. Okay, on Friday
for that.
Yep.
So here we got. Go ahead and read that, Les. It's the 11th annual.
11th annual Easter egg hunt on egg extravaganza. So that'll be on April 7th. 2023, starting at 11:20 or 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have pony rides, exotic zoo, food. So come on out on next Friday, Easter egg hunt. I know this is the the second one since the pandemic, and it's going to be even bigger and better. And
Awesome.
and they are doing some construction over there at the Land of Malice. Hopefully that's done before everything takes place. Also, our annual health fair, May 17th. So that's always a big event. We started having that outside, due to the pandemic, and it'll be outside again on May 17th. So
Very cool. Now, you have a kind of a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club here that we wanted to also let the viewers inform them about that.
Yeah,
What is
okay? So our fundraiser coming up. Hey Ben, our fundraiser coming up. Let's see here, March 31st, 7 a.m. to 2. We got Rise Up. Big shout out to Rise Up. They're able to do this for us. They want to support the community in any way. So big shout out to Rise Up Nutrition. You could find them at 205.
You guys' neighbors.
Mercer. Yep. So
Just right downtown.
Yeah, we give them a lot of business. We're just right there.
Yeah, the old what do they call
Sweet
it?
Lodge.
Old Sweet Lodge.
Sweet Lodge.
Back in the days and stuff. If you never tried one of these T-bombs, I think I haven't explored a lot of them myself and stuff, but I tried the mango nata.
Right,
I think it's called the mango nata.
We're gonna need you down there Friday. So Friday, definitely go down there for your T-bomb. Go get your shake. They got fat burner shots. Make sure to go down there 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They'll be happy to help you.
Okay, so then that proceeds to 15% goes to you guys.
10% goes to the after-school program. So
Yeah, and then
exciting,
that'll help
exciting.
benefit our youth. So
Yeah,
Winnebago
for sure.
helping the Winnebago people and the Winnebago youth. That's how it's supposed to be, guys.
Mhm.
Well, good job, man. Well, we appreciate you guys. Anything, shout outs, anything you guys
Wait,
want to make
don't
mention?
you guys got one more? Is there who's putting this on right here?
Willie Bass.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to get, but yeah,
Sorry.
hey, Mr. Turner, you guys got a college and career fair on April 19th, huh?
Yes. So I just found out about it the other day. They were putting it together.
Found out right now.
Well, he came and asked me about it,
Sorry.
and there'll be schools and jobs.
Yeah.
Because college isn't the only way. Some people are ready to go and work or be entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important to get those guys ready.
And we have
for
56.
whatever they want to do.
What was the number? 50? What? How many seniors?
We have 56 on track to
56.
graduate.
56.
Yes.
56 that will be going into college, career, or military. Yeah, for sure.
And so it's great that they can provide this. When they ask me, is it okay if we do this? Absolutely.
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 All right. So, shout outs, Les.
I just want to give a shout out to the parents. Be mindful of your belongings.
Yeah, with the vaping. And
Yeah,
stuff,
with the
for sure.
vaping and stuff.
Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, just be mindful of that. Like we said, we're not commercial tobacco Nazis. We're just here to get the word out, and that was the whole point of it. To get the word out, get people talking about it, get you thinking about it. So
Yeah.
Just be mindful and hope everybody has a good day.
Thanks, Les.
I'd like to give a shout out to our staff at Winnebago Public Schools.
Man, the final leg, right?
We're in that stretch, and the weather's changing, so
Yeah.
we always think the kids are starting to act up, and the adults start acting up too. But that's
Everybody's
okay.
acting up.
We love everybody. There's so much good things going on at our school, and I don't think we could ever do a good enough job of getting all of those things out. But a large reason for those good things is our staff.
Yeah.
Like, we really do have some very hard workers that care about your kids.
For sure. Thank you. That's a good shout out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So my son is listening right now, Logan.
Hey.
Shout out to you. Love you, kid.
Yeah.
And then huge shout out to everyone that we collaborate with. I want to say big shout out to Angel Decora. We got Ben here today. We got EPSS, that's Sherry Sloman out of education, Winnebago Public School, and I want to give a big shout out to our staff. Thank you guys for your hard work. Thank you guys for keeping our club safe. Big shout out to you guys, and big shout out to Big Voice.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
man. We appreciate it.
Yes.
All right, Bethany, shut up. No, that's
She's getting out.
Hey, I
of
got
it.
one more thing. Real quick. We do have some job openings. If you guys want to apply, go to our Indeed portal. You can find out on our Facebook page. We got 4 youth development professionals. Those will be live now, actually, pretty much live now. $11.50, $12 an hour. that is for the seasonal workers in the summer. So we'll need your guys' help. And then we also have a unit director that's available right now. So a good paying job, bring your creativity, and then there's a lot of perks that come with the job. So
yeah, not only that, but one of the things that I know Boys and Girls Club is having impacts on people's lives that are coming up.
Right.
So if you want to, you probably not going to go do it to be a millionaire.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the big reward is that you can look back and say, hey, Kuna Bass was my, director at Boys and Girls Club, and he had an impact on my life.
Right.
That's why a lot of people get in and help the youth. And we have a lot of people that are in that category, and it's kind of almost ingrained in us as like Winnebago people and natives as general and stuff. It takes a village, and I know that they really look up to the role models and stuff. So yeah, if you guys have opportunity and you never helped with the youth before, try it and stuff, because you really make an impact. And so appreciate the staff from the Winnebago Public School, Boys and Girls Club, and the Health Education. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Good talk here today.
Yes, definitely.
Hey, we have a race going on with ARL. Let them know about that.
Yeah. So last week we had in the running the song Return of the Mac by Mark Morrison actually was the winner from the previous week. So it'll be bringing over into this week. And we have a few other new songs this week. So we have Paradise City by Guns N' Roses. A Change is Gonna Come.
Wait, is that one that says Paradise City, take me down to where the grass is green and the girls are pretty?
Yes.
Won't you
real
take
quick,
me home?
I just want to tell a little story. My mom last night, it was my brother's birthday. Last night we had his little birthday party, and then my mom was talking about the top 5, and she looked at me and she was like, which one should I vote for? And I looked at her and I was like, I don't know. I was like, which one do you want to vote for?
Did you tell her what's on the line?
I did, but listen to this. She's like, I don't know any of those ones. I only know, I think she was like, she didn't know any of them, she said.
She didn't know any of them?
She said that, so then I start playing them, and then she's dancing when I'm playing some of them, and then the only one she didn't know was the Goody Mob, and then Kanye West and T-Pain.
Okay.
She knew Guns N' Roses, Sam Cooke, and Mark Morrison, but anyways, those are the running this week. So we have A Change Is Gonna Come, Sam Cooke.
That one right there, man, I'm telling you.
It's a good one.
That is
I forgot about
one.
that one until I went and listened to it before I added it to the top 5.
The reason I probably made it is because the spring, right? The change is coming. So if you guys, you know what I mean?
There's a message in the title itself.
You ever watch Malcolm X?
I did.
Man, when they play that song and Malcolm X and he's just tired and everything, there's a lot of meaning behind that one and stuff. Yeah,
someone I seen. I want to send a shout out to one of our followers on Facebook. They voted for the top 5 and they mentioned that Malcolm X was one of their tearjerkers.
Yeah, for sure.
But we also had Goody Mob, Beautiful Skin. That was a new one. I hadn't heard that one before. But then we had Good Life, Kanye West and T-Pain, and then the winner, Return of the Mac.
Good Life. I'm trying to think here. Good Life. How's that go, Ben? Do you remember? Is it off of Hangover, the movie?
No.
Good Life? No. Good Life, T-Pain.
When you hear it, you'll know it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a very good singer. I only sing in the shower, so.
Isn't his name Yee now or Ye?
Ye?
Or Y? Or what's his name now? I don't know what his name is this week.
Yeezy. No, I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to add in there that we made mention of it before, that you guys kind of wanted to know like who's in the lead of the top 5 like submissions.
Yeah.
So right now it's between Garan and Jordana.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Garan, Jordana's got you in a chokehold.
Oh yeah.
You better start fighting back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kind of tell you to vote, but just go vote for whoever
go
you
vote
think.
for one of the top songs.
For sure,
we gave
for
a little variety, so.
Definitely. All right. Well, Ben, welcome to the show here, Winnebago Talks here, and we're always kind of missing Sunshine, but man, she's been on travel and meetings and whatnot and stuff. But this day in history, what you got for us?
So this one's a pretty good one. So it's one of those ones that's right on the day. But before I talk about what it is, I want you guys to think a little bit about tribal government today, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you got? How does it work? Tell me just really quickly, elevator conversation. You got tribal courts, and then what else?
You have your councils or executive branch.
Yep, council. And how does that work? Are they elected? Are they appointed? Or
they are elected.
Right.
Yeah, in certain places and stuff, they are appointed. But here on the Winnebago lands, they have an election every October.
Mm-hmm.
Every October, yeah. So what about before that? What was the old system of government, right? How did things work?
Hereditary.
Kind of hereditary, and who? Hereditary presidents? What?
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah. And so people were raised to be chiefs, right? And they weren't necessarily, let's say somebody's father is a chief, right? They have a son, and the son's only like one, right? They're not going to be chief if dad dies. It'll probably be somebody else until they're fully grown, right? So it's not like being a king, where sometimes in medieval Europe, they would literally have toddlers as in charge of a country, right?
Was it in Egypt too? The pharaohs?
Yeah, I'd believe that. Yeah. So it's hereditary, right? But then you also had war chiefs too.
Yeah.
And then there's this weird in-between phase that we're going to talk about today, between tribal council today and the old chief system.
Okay.
So in the 1870s, now give you a picture of it, the Ho-Chunks are here in Nebraska.
1870?
Yep.
Okay.
1870 is kind of the whole decade. Ho-Chunks are here in Nebraska, and the Indian agent he's writing his report to his higher-ups, to his bosses. So this non-native guy, the Indian agent, who's kind of in charge of the tribe,
he was
at least on paper. Yeah, exactly. He was appointed. He writes that on the last Tuesday in March is when the tribe holds its election of chiefs.
Oh, okay.
So
here in Winnebago.
Yes.
Okay.
Here in Winnebago, and you'd have a 1-year term, and they would elect the chiefs. And apparently, if I remember correctly, these guys they would kind of appoint the Indian police, and they'd be in charge of the Indian police.
Yeah.
So there's this weird kind of transition time. And of course, at least one of the agents thought this was a really good thing because they're like assimilating. That's what he's like. Yeah, the culture is assimilating, which is really, bleak to think about today. And then over time, this election of chiefs, again, on the last Tuesday in March, so today, it kind of got eroded, and more it was just the Indian agent who was kind of calling the official shots on the reservation. And, I'm always learning more. I'm really curious about 1910, 1920, 1930, what was going on, if there were still kind of informal councils like in Winnebago when people would get together. But the council system didn't really start to be created and wake up, our modern council system, until after 1934.
1934.
And I don't have an exact date as to when, but at least by 1934, they were permitted to have.
I think Secretary DeCora was asking for information about that too, like because we celebrated Constitution Day.
Yeah.
In February.
Yeah.
And it was that Monday, but she was like, "Well, what's the meaning behind that?" Because we didn't actually adopt the Constitution until this date and stuff. We're doing some research on that and stuff, and I think they probably pulled you guys involved, right?
I haven't heard anything yet, so come on over to the museum. But I'm looking at the.
So do you know why they celebrate Constitution on February?
I'd have to check. It could be the date of when the Indian New Deal was passed, and what that was federal legislation that kind of empowered tribes to govern themselves more. So if you look on the Constitution, it says near the top, permitted by an act in 1934.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that the Constitution was created in 1934. It could have been created in 1940. Who knows? So I'm curious too, and learning all the time. But
I got a question. Like in the Winnebago Public School, are they learning about our kind of history in there? Do you know?
Well, when they have us, I don't know exactly.
I know you go into the immersion classroom.
Yep, we go into immersion classroom. We go to Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
So we definitely talk about it there, and we will go anytime a teacher wants us to go there.
Yeah. I remember talking about Gettysburg.
Yeah.
We went to Gettysburg and stuff. I remember talking about that, learning that history.
But it's
Abraham Lincoln, all this and that. Christopher Columbus, learning about that and stuff. But far as like actual Constitution of the Winnebago, when we got here in high school, no.
Yeah, no, certainly not. I imagine.
Yeah, but I know at Little Priest, Cassie used to be the Native American Studies
division. I took some
division.
classes with her. She's really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she would go into this and stuff. So it's kind of hopefully. I'm glad that you're here. You know what I mean? That to kind of bring some of that education to us and via our listeners and whatnot. But we shouldn't have to go to college in order to learn that
it
stuff.
should be right? There's a lot of American history in there. I don't know exactly what's on the curriculum. I do know that they're hiring for a curriculum development specialist.
Oh,
so I think
for Winnebago Public School? Or the
I think
college?
it's for Educare and the public school. I'd have to look.
Okay.
But it's on the tribe's job pages, or it was at least a week ago.
Amy Lapointe, we'll have to get a hold of her
Yeah,
and ask that
definitely.
question and stuff. We'll find out for you guys.
Yeah, and let me know, because I want to know too, because again, it's really, we're only there when we're invited to be there. There's not like a museum class, but man,
It'd be really cool if there was.
if there's anybody listening who works at the public school or has any authority at all, the immersion classroom is amazing, and they need to do more of that. And it's tough because the paras care, Michelle Lemire cares. It's just, it's awesome. You could tell that kids care what you have to say, and all the instructors are on board. It's awesome. You love to see it.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry I cut you off. I had all these questions, these flooded questions.
We
and
went
stuff.
way off topic, yeah.
But do we have the results of who was elected that chief?
I could look. I didn't write it down, but this, what I'm talking about, you're actually able to find it online too.
Really?
So if you look up and you Google the annual reports of the Commissioner of Indian Affairs from around 1850 to around 1905. Each year they have to do a report, and you get a report from every Indian agent who's attached to a tribe, and they're writing to the Commissioner of Indian Affairs. Sometimes it's like 2 paragraphs. Sometimes they'll mention people by name, and they'll talk about what's going on, and they'll talk about the school in Winnebago and what things are like, and is things doing good, things doing bad, and yeah, I'd have to check if they talk about who gets elected or not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, could you do that? I'm interested.
You're curious, huh?
Curious, yeah.
Yeah.
I know too. There was reports of like these guys taking advantage of their position and stuff. Can you paint a picture of that?
One of the reports said that I think either an Indian agent, again, so these are white guys, Mahete guys, who are appointed by the government to basically kind of oversee the tribe, right?
Right.
One of these people apparently died or resigned or quit their job.
Okay.
So the position was vacant, and then they filled the position temporarily by giving it to a trader, like a
fur trader?
Not a fur trader, but like an Indian trader. Maybe they trade for furs and stuff, and they're kind of a go-between between American society and the tribe, right? But that's like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good
analogy.
It's like filling a tribal council position with like the CEO of Burger King or something. It's like, like that person's probably going to try to sell a lot of burgers in Winnebago, right? So they probably use that position to make some money, right?
Wow.
But so that was pretty crazy that they're like, well, here's another white person who knows the tribe. We'll just put him right in.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, undoubtedly there's got to be corruption there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, our we could also go and a homeboy here, Cisco Kid. He said Indian Reorg Act was June of what does that say there?
34.
Yeah, 34.
Okay, so it's not February is not that date then.
Yeah, and then just go look at the O'Connor House and what's the O'Connor House? Oh, okay, we're talking about what were they called? Superintendents or monitors?
Indian agents?
Indian agents.
Indian agents.
Okay. I know that documented history reports some of that and stuff, but I think that you guys do a good job of documenting like what it's like in 2023. You know what I mean? I know through videos, through some of the presentations that you guys do, PowerPoints, tours up there. I know you guys recently did some of the commission of artwork.
Yeah, we actually today I just put up our skateboard by Nikki Pico.
Oh, cool.
And so she painted the deck.
Yeah.
And she's Ho Chunk and Dakota, and she was kind of inspired by Dakota Designs to paint this skateboard deck.
Check it out. Huh?
Yeah.
We can come check it out.
Yep. It's up. I should have the label up hopefully today or tomorrow, but it's on the wall. Got Lori Pearson's art. It's embroidered applique that's framed.
Wow.
and we are waiting on art from 2 other artists. So there's some new stuff up there. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool.
Very nice, very nice. All right, well, thanks for coming up, Ben, with your education. Are you ready to help us out with some? The answer is.
All
are
right.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready to judge?
Yeah, I'm ready to judge. I'm great at judging people.
I got a lifeline. Don't let me forget.
Lately, I just been feeling okay. So don't tell anybody. But yesterday, I took the wrong medication. I had a snotty nose and stuff. You know, we used this fog machine over prom this weekend. We did the Omaha Nations
Don't
prom,
tell nobody.
and it was crazy. But anyways, I don't know if I popped a different pill or whatever. It might have been a NyQuil and stuff. But I was sorry, guys. I sold you guys out yesterday. Yeah, I was just like, I can't do it. You know what I mean? My bad. I'm out. You know. Anyways, so as we get along and stuff, I've been feeling this kind of reggae vibe. You know what I mean? It's just the change of music and stuff. You know, you know me, man. I love blues music. I love R&B. I love all kind of music, country and stuff. You know, you would never, about maybe 15 years ago, Gary, you know any country? I would be, heck no. You know what I mean? Get that stuff out of here. But now
That's where I'm at right now.
I got an appreciation of that.
Kidding.
Now, did you know? This is kind of some history too. I don't know. They must have got their facts wrong or anything like that, stuff like that. But the Guinness Book of World Records said that the most popular artist by far, music artist by far,
ever
in life, ever to exist,
is The Weeknd. Can you believe that?
Able to
Look
stay.
at his face.
Yes.
It's got to be like
I'm
Elvis.
over here in my
or something,
glory.
That's
right?
what I'm saying, man. I mean, you got.
See,
some
I didn't
hits.
bring this up, guys.
You got the king of pop up there. You got the king of rock and roll, Elvis, up there, and then you got the Weeknd.
And you got
The
the
Weeknd's
baby
good.
king.
What is he doing up there?
Are they just judging by like views on his video?
We'll have to go. Let me call the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They took all these aspects into consideration. They're like, yeah, he's it.
I mean, the Weeknd is awesome, but
Yes.
I don't know
What'd
if
you
he's
say,
the most
Ben?
popular of all
Wait,
time.
don't talk that. What'd you say at the first?
Let me show you the Super Bowl performance, and then let me get you judging on.
Hold on, I got some clips from his concert. Let me show you.
Okay.
Nah, just kidding.
All right. Nonetheless, we are ready for the answer. Is 5 questions,
Ooh.
and the one that gets the most correct answers is going to be this week's winner. So, are you ready?
Red dye.
Okay. So here
Red
we go.
dye. Hold on. Like dye, like that you dye your hair with.
We are ready.
That noise.
Question number 1. LeBron James is considered the greatest of all time. I don't say GOAT because they said we need to forget about using those words and banned words. You know what I mean? They said, what was it? There's some other ones. GOAT was one of them. And then quiet quitting or something like that was another one that they said quit
I never
using.
heard that.
Yeah, I'll have to show that. I'll show that to you. Anyways, so the greatest of all time. Yeah, he broke the record, you know, for being the top scorer and everything. You know, you seen it, and we talked about it. You know, you did the Big Voice Sports. They talked about it. He plays for the Lakers.
Okay.
Which number does he wear?
Got to be number 1, right? No.
Since he's the best. He probably doesn't want a number like anyone else. He probably wears 0.
0?
I'm just kidding. No.
No.
No. I'm just kidding. He wears
The best basketball player.
I know he doesn't
of all
wear
time.
24. He wears. Dang, what does he wear? Every time I think of LeBron, I just like.
It was all on the news channels. It blew up your news feed.
All I see is like, you know, like when they go for a shot, they make a real funny face.
Yeah, you see
That's
that
all I
one.
see.
Yeah, he's the king of flops.
He's
He won the Oscar for
the
flops.
flopping king.
Yeah, he's a flopping king.
G-Queen.
And you see the number. You always see the number. The number is the most important. The jersey number.
He wears number. He wears number 10.
Number 10. All right. Okay. Now question number 2. The Kardashians. There's Kim, K, Khloe,
Courtney.
How do you know this?
Kendall, Kylie.
Well, Kylie's not a Kardashian.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Anyways, but
Neither
they're
is
millionaires
Kendall.
and billionaires. Caitlyn Jenner fathered some famous millionaires as well. Not the girls, but the boys. What are the Kardashian step siblings' name?
I have to name both of them.
I want to name one of them.
One of them, I'm gonna say it's So Caitlyn used to be Bruce, and Bruce has 2 boys. I just only know one of them. I think. I don't know.
I'm glad I'm not being asked the question.
I know.
I have no idea.
And my brother's gonna be like,
They're reality
how
stars
did you
too.
know all that?
They're reality stars. You guys told me that ask me a Kardashian question or Jenner question and
This
stuff.
is
I will
Tyler. Tyler's gonna get this. She's got this in the bag.
They're reality stars too. And millionaires.
The boy is, I don't know why I want to say like Brent.
Brent?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 3.
Treading lightly today, guys.
The next observed holiday for the Winnebago tribe is Good Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday, April 7th, right? What is the meaning of Good Friday? We celebrate it for many, many years here in Winnebago.
We call it Good Friday because it's a real Good Friday. I'm just kidding. Because it's got something to do with Jesus. I'm sorry, guys.
Give me a guess.
I was that kid that always fell asleep when I was little.
Don't tell anybody, right?
It's man, what a great question, Garan.
What's good?
we all take it off. You know what I mean?
I want to use my lifeline, please.
Oh, you want to use your lifeline?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
I guess. I don't know if I'm right.
You don't know either, and you guys celebrate this. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, what do you do on?
Okay, we're gonna go
know.
to our landline here, guys. So
I think it's more.
She needs you guys' help. All right. Does anybody know the meaning behind Good Friday?
Can I see if my auntie wrote me?
Yeah. See if is she listening? Nope, she's leaving you hanging.
She did.
Did she
It
really?
said because some people celebrate it when Jesus came back to life.
Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
I thought that was Easter though.
Okay. All right. Final answer.
Shout out to my auntie Deej.
Okay. Question number 4. We kind of talked about them a little bit. Well, not really, but the Washington, D.C. thing happened here. What?
All the answers are coming in.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Donald Trump, the former POTUS, President of the United States, was the host of this TV show called what?
Wait, say it again.
POTUS, the former POTUS. Donald Trump hosted a TV show. We're talking about reality stars.
Oh, it was The Apprentice.
Final answer?
Yeah, fired.
Okay.
Fired.
And question number 5. I think I asked this question before, but I was watching the final Elite 8. That was a question from last week.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mhm.
And I was watching Creighton and the Aztecs. So I got to pull for the Aztecs now. That's my team. I'm going to say it publicly. The Masters, I seen an ad for the Masters. So it got me kind of curious. Masters is just around the corner. With the weather would be changing. Everyone would be heading to the golf course. Do you golf?
No.
Do you golf?
Yeah.
Did you do some golfing?
Not good at it, but I do it.
So springtime around the
mini
corner.
golf.
Everybody's going to be heading out there. In golf, though. I remember taking a PE class about golfing. And what does the term birdie
Oh, yeah, you did ask this before.
mean? What is a birdie in golf?
You can do it. I believe in you.
Dang
Yes.
it, I should have waited for my lifeline.
There's a lot of golfers out there. I gotta say, me and my friend John Snowball have been talking, you know what I mean? And we'll be like, we need to learn golf.
It's fun. They should have a golf course.
Yeah,
Make a little money.
we tried it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so one day we meet up on Saturday and we go to Green Valley or something, and we end up with we buy all these golf balls and stuff, and by the end we only turned one back in. We lost them in the pool and the water and couldn't find them. We were like,
A birdie is when you hit the ball real far.
what is that called? Is that an actual term? Oh, wow. You can go with it?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm not going to now.
Sorry, I gave it away.
I know.
Gotta be more stoic.
It's gonna be when you hit the ball real far and you make it.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feel? You doing pretty good?
Ooh, treading lightly today, guys.
Those were good questions, right? I mean, they were pretty easy.
They
you know?
were.
Yeah. So
but
you're on the. Yeah.
I know I got that.
We appreciate the viewers for helping us on out. Jamie, Cisco Kid, everybody. Thank you for helping judge here and stuff. But we're going to find out who the results are going to be. Let's see if Tyler can go 2 weeks in a row.
So, going to question number 1.
Yeah, question number 1.
In China, 4 is considered bad luck. It's like nobody wants a number 13 jersey, right? So 4, I think it rhymes with death in Chinese. So 4 and 44, it's like you don't want the 44th floor or the 4th floor. There's actually
Holy, what if they get like 444?
Yeah, there's buildings where they don't have a 4th floor and they don't have a 13th floor. But sometimes athletes lean into that, and I'm like, I'm Dr. Death. I'm number 44.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy. I did not know that.
I didn't know that
In
either.
China?
There you go. Yeah.
And China's huge, you know, as far as population-wise and influence and everything.
Yep.
I kind of found out about the 13th floor after the movie came out, and I started to look at hotels. Yeah, there's no 13th floor, is there? They you just skip over it.
Yeah, yep.
So, some hotels do have a 13th floor. That's where they put their, linens or whatever and stuff. But we walking into like maybe a hotel in DC and stuff, and you look at 12 and then it goes 14. And you're like, wow, really? 13 is gone? It's pretty interesting. Is it just a hotel belief, or is it?
I think I don't know for certain, but I think it was like a medieval thing. You ever
Friday
heard
the
of the Knights
13th?
Templar.
I
think they got betrayed on
Friday the
13th. Maybe it was a Friday. I don't know. That's just a guess. But yeah, they were like somebody owed them a bunch of money, and they said we're just gonna take them out instead of paying them. I think that's just a guess. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna do. Everybody pull out their iPhones and their calendars and stuff, because we have a whole slew. There's my other word. A whole slew of announcements, starting with WCHS has their anniversary win this year. You have a graphic for that?
Yep, we do. Let me pull that up here.
So we'll get you guys get your time to get your phones out so you can mark this in your calendar. But Wednesday, July 28th is going to be the 5-year anniversary of the Winnebago Comprehensive Healthcare System at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Whirling Thunder Wellness Center. General public invited. More details to come. So shout out to Robert and Emily and the whole crew from Winnebago Public Health Department, 12 Plans Unity Hospital, and WCHS. Man, I can't believe it's been 5 years already. That was crazy. As you know, that the Winnebago tribe assumed the hospital right at 12:01 midnight on July. I think it was July 1st, I want to say. So very interesting. And what else do we have for as dates?
So we also have coming to you tomorrow, we have the Big Boy Sports Talk Show at 5 o'clock, hosted by Coach Q. And then into Thursday, we're going to have All Request Live. That's hosted by me, and we go over the airwaves at 11 a.m. So we'll get into a few different things. And then on Thursday, we have Res Ride from 4 to 6 p.m. And then we have a new episode of Baby Bison Beats, and that's going to be with our apprentices, DJ Grandson and MC Muso.
You got to tune into that, Ben.
Yeah, I actually did turn it on when we were at the museum one day.
Nice.
Played it through our speakers.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. They do a good job. I think, okay, if I was, because there's going to be a lot of things happening and people talking about, hey, do you guys want to place a bet on the Final Four, or who's going to be in the championship and all that? If I was to place a bet on the team here, I would probably go with North Carolina. Warhorse, you're just all kind of gamed out here today, huh? So, but I Bethany did good. She did good, okay? But I think you might have an opportunity here. We'll find out. She did use her lifeline. So that could have helped her. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. LeBron James, considered to be the greatest of all time in basketball. We don't say GOAT because we can't use that one. Quiet quitting, other words and stuff, they've been banned. That's what they say and stuff.
Who's there?
So we're never gonna say GOAT here on the big voice again. No, but anyways, he plays for the Lakers. You know who LeBron James is, right?
Yeah.
You ever purchased any of his shoes?
Just say LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Yeah, I haven't purchased his shoes, but
think he's Navajo. No.
Kind of know what he looks like.
You know what he looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever buy his jersey? You never brought his jersey.
I don't have any jerseys.
You don't have any jerseys, but you got North Carolina.
This is the closest I got because
Okay. Anyways, what number does the greatest of all time wear in the Lakers jersey?
24.
Final answer.
Final answer.
That answer is, you said 24, didn't you? Or you said you didn't want to say
10.
24.
She said 10.
Yeah, I said 10.
What is it, guys? What is it? Do you know?
Isn't it 6?
You are right. Dang. Ben is right here today. And
Ben's
you
on the
girls,
board.
Don't worry.
the greatest of all time, where's number 6?
Is he the greatest though?
Okay, we're gonna get into this, baby. Question number 2: the Kardashians. Kim, Khloe, what's the other one? Courtney. Yep. Millionaires, billionaires. I think Kim's a billionaire. The other ones are millionaires. Anyways, Caitlyn Jenner fathered some famous millionaires as well. And I know that there's the girls, Kylie and was it Kendall? Kendall. But what are the brothers? What's their names?
There's Rob, but if you're talking about the Jenner brothers, there's Brody and Brock.
Wow, dang, she got it. All right, good job. Yes, that is very cool. I think it's Brandon and Brody, but you got it.
Shout out to Deej. She had the right answer.
Yeah, they starred in the reality show The Prince of Malibu. I never watched it. Did you guys ever watch it? The Princess of the Malibu or something?
Never heard of it.
Princess.
There's a first for everything.
Okay. The next observed holiday for Winnebago Tribe is Good Friday. Not this Friday, but April. Next Friday. What is the meaning of Good Friday? Why is it a holiday? What's the meaning of it?
It's good.
Wasn't it something about like taxes were up or something?
Taxes were up?
Yeah, I don't know. I just made it up.
Final answer?
Yeah.
And you said what?
I said, I forgot what I said. I'm
You
just kidding.
said Jesus came back to life.
Yeah.
Jesus came back to life.
So the answer, I looked it up. I thought it was the end of Lent.
Okay.
Which is when I guess Catholics give stuff up, and other Christians too. But it's when Jesus was crucified. It did not have to do with taxes.
Something happened.
Yeah, something happened. We just celebrated.
Something happened.
Yeah.
It was good.
Got the day off. So.
But now we know, right?
Yeah.
Now we know. It's the day
Now
that he
we'll
was
never
crucified.
forget.
Easter is when he was resurrected, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd
well,
have to
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. So interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. Yeah. Donald Trump, the former POTUS, President of the United States, was the host of this TV show called.
I didn't know he had a TV show.
It was so long ago. No one remembers.
The young boys,
Oh,
I guess.
I my homeboy Les. Remember we're talking about the number 13th, and what's his name was, he didn't wear number 13, LeBron James and stuff. But 13 is because Judas was the 13th to arrive to the Last Supper.
Oh, dang! There you go.
Okay,
I thought
more
there
you
was
know.
only 12 disciples, though.
Okay, but
Oh, Jesus was first.
I don't know. I know he just won the Trump Tower. He was in a movie.
Yeah, but he hosted this TV show, and his famous line was like, "You're fired." And it ran from 2004, and it canceled in 2017.
Jeez.
I don't know it.
I don't know that it went that long.
Yeah, it did. Crazy.
I'm gonna have to pass.
You don't give me a what kind of show would he host? Would you
Yeah.
think?
What did he do before he was president?
No, he's not on Maury or anything. No.
Marvy.
No, I don't know anything.
What was
I've
the guy?
never really watched TV.
What was the guy that? Oh, Jerry.
Jerry.
Does he still go?
I don't know.
I think so.
They just do reruns. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Phil Donahue. Remember him?
Jeez.
You gotta
No, I
guess.
don't know
You gotta
this.
guess. You gotta give me some kind of guess here.
Phil Donahue.
The Today Show.
The Him and Al Roker? Okay, Today's Show was a good guess. It was actually called The Apprentice.
Would never got it.
Really? You never watched The Apprentice? Wow. And we have apprentices up here, not from Donald Trump and stuff. Anyways, okay.
It's 1-1. Last one.
1-1.
Really?
1-1. Oh man, we got a race going on here. Number 5, the Masters, which is golfing, is just around the corner. And I was watching the game this weekend and seeing that the commercial came on. The weather will be changing. Everybody will be heading to the golf course. You do some golfing, right?
Sometimes.
Just to do some driving and stuff, right?
Mixed up.
Yeah. Springtime. Anyways, in golf, what does the term birdie mean?
A hole in two.
A hole in two.
Yeah.
A hole in two.
Maybe three.
A hole in three.
I'm gonna say two.
Okay, a hole in two. So there's a hole in one.
Yeah.
You hit it on your first shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so a birdie is you get
hit it and then you hit it again and make it.
and you get it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna
Where's
go to
that
my
a
judge
turkey?
on this one.
That is correct.
That is no. Well, okay.
Yeah, birdies too, right?
Birdie. There's the eagle.
I thought the eagle was a hole in one.
They're in the same nest. No.
Okay.
Birdie's hole too.
So look it up, guys.
About this.
We're might have to go to our listeners here on this one and stuff. But you said a hole in two, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, the term is it's one under par. So if you pull up to a golf or a what do you call it? A hole. Yeah, and it says par 5.
Oh. Yeah.
Par 5. You know what I mean? And you get it in 4 hits, you have a birdie. If you get it in 3 hits on a par 5, you got an eagle.
Okay.
Dang. So it was 3. I should have went with 3.
One under par. So it can be 2, but it could be 3.
Right.
Or, yeah.
Right.
Deej, you need to get up here and play.
Wow. Can't believe I was wrong on that one.
Okay, so we have a new winner, right?
No, we have a tie.
Whoa!
Ooh.
We have a tie.
Tiebreaker.
Bethany's answer was when you hit the ball real hard and you make it.
This sounds funny.
Okay. I was anticipating this, so I got question number 6. All right.
Ooh.
So, I watched this on Good Morning America there because the host went to her concert, but the first one to answer this question will get it right. Adele, you remember? What was her?
Set fire to the ring.
Yeah, Adele. You remember homegirl Adele? You know, she's
Can't name any other songs.
she has some really good hits and stuff. You know that
She
one
does.
makes you cry and stuff. What's
Yeah.
that song called? You know what I mean?
Rolling in the deep.
No,
Oh, there you
that
go.
one doesn't make you
The
cry. It
other,
makes you
what's the
dance.
other one? Hello.
Oh yeah. Hello, my friend. It's just like, oh man, goodness. Anyways, finished off her residency in Las Vegas on Saturday. This past Saturday, she did like 34 dates and stuff. Then she announced, because everybody came and everybody was like, I gotta see her last show and it's gonna be historic and everything. So that's why that host was there. And she announced that she's gonna go back and do some more shows. So it wasn't her actual show. Her last one there for a residency. She announced 34 more days. Concerts, I guess I should say. You know, residency, you know, Usher, all those guys and stuff. Anyways, here's the question. Where was her residency? In Las Vegas. What casino?
The MGM.
What's your guess?
Caesar's Palace.
Wow, you did get it right at the Coliseum.
I thought a Hangover. That's the only hotel I knew.
Wow, did you? That was just a guess, or did
I
you
feel
see
like Slumdog Millionaire right now.
it? Yeah, man, give her a round of applause. She won it. It was at Caesar's Palace.
I went bathroom. Bethany wrote the answer in the mirror.
If you guys were gonna tie again, here was question number 7. Name one of the teams in the Final Four.
UConn. I looked it up before coming
Wow,
in here.
do you know one of the teams? Dang, she's just on a
knock
roll
everything
today.
over.
Well, hey,
There you go.
all right, Bethany, you just gotta give her a round of applause.
I did.
I want to see it.
Nonetheless, here, folks, we appreciate you guys. So that was the answer is for season 2, episode 2, with 2 wins.
I did it, Ryan.
I did it. Okay, guys, shout outs, Bethany.
I want to send a big shout out to Jordana. I'm excited and I can't wait. And yeah, just that's all.
Are you gonna explain a little bit of that, or?
Me and Jordana are going on a little nice trip.
Let's go.
And yeah,
Where we
it's just
going?
a long time coming. We're going out to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
What a
You ever see The Wood?
Yeah.
You ever never seen The Wood with the Epps guy and all that stuff?
That's funny. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. This is how we do it in North Carolina. So yeah.
That's how I'm gonna be dancing when he's practicing in the living room. No, but yeah, that's my shout out.
Shout outs, Tyler.
I'm going to say shout out to my brother. He's going to be flying home tomorrow.
Dang.
So just good luck. You know, there was a lot of turbulence when he went.
Oh.
I
for
joked
sure.
about it and then it happened.
Oh no. Yeah. So he went down there for just kind of a quick vacation, quick
Yeah.
getaway, see some friends and birthday or something like that, right?
Yep, it's the big 25.
Nice. All right. Well, good shout out for sure. Ben.
Shout out to Jordan Blackfish. She's going to be working with Project Launch. They're actually bringing over a group of 15 to 20 kids to the museum this afternoon.
All right, well, we'll let you get to work, man.
All
I've
right.
seen her at Walmart this weekend.
Did you really?
It's real awkward when you see someone you know,
Yeah.
in different places.
So, did you know that Saturday, there's going to be 5 of them in the month of April? And we wanted to announce something for our, we're always going to probably give a shout out to Winnebago and stuff too. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because if you have something to do, it's payday weekend and stuff, but they will be celebrating the 31st anniversary in the month of April. 31 years ago, that's when Winnebago started, and been helping the Winnebago tribe ever since. So if you have an opportunity, they have a website. It's winnevegas.com. Make sure you go on there and see what they got lined up for the month of April for their 31st anniversary. Starting on April 1st, they have what they call, it looks like $55,000 spring into cash. On Wednesdays, 40 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe this, guys. I can't believe this. I'm going to share a little story with you guys. I go to the kiosk over there, and I owe that, and it says young at heart, and it's like, they have senior days. They give me the senior thing, man. I'm like, what the heck, man? I'm not a senior yet, right?
You said young at heart.
Anyways, but scroll down here, Bethany. We have something, I think that's going to happen on April 1st, right? There it is. So they're not kidding. Looks like it's
50,000.
50 G's.
No fooling.
50K.
Bingo.
So early birds at 5 p.m. Main session at 7 p.m. And they'll be kicking off their anniversary celebration with that huge event. They have a concert scheduled in the month of April. And you guys remember who it is?
No.
It was a question.
I know.
Oak Ridge Boys.
Oak Ridge.
Oak Ridge Boys. I believe that's
yeah.
going to be on a Friday,
Check
April
it out.
14th.
Right here.
I might be there.
Got live in concert.
Yeah.
John Conley.
I think he's going to be in July or something.
The Oak Ridge Boys.
April 14th. So if you have an opportunity, a lot of Oak Ridge
Front
Boys
porch
fans.
singing tour.
Yeah, man. It seems pretty interesting and stuff. When I used to perform down in Branson, they had a residency there as well. So you want to get tickets for that. But appreciate to Winnebago, and congratulations to the staff. We need to get them over here.
Yeah.
So Mashad or Keats, somebody from Winnebago and stuff, holler at us, holler at Bethany, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday for sure here at Winnebago at the Winnebago Talks. So we went a whole season without them here and stuff, and we want to say thank you to a lot of things because of Winnebago. I remember because of the funding, what they used to do is the people that got a high GPA or made honor roll, they would take them to a Timberwolves game, and Winnebago would help sponsor that and stuff. You know what I mean? We would leave like at 6 o'clock in the morning, drive up there, go to the Mall of America, go watch the Timberwolves game, and come back. We'd be home about 3 o'clock in the evening. It was really cool back in the days and stuff. I still remember that, you know what I mean? So Winnebago definitely has an impact on everybody's lives and stuff. And so thank you to the workers and everybody out there for all their support and everything that they're doing. So a huge month for Winnebago, their 31st anniversary celebration. All right, folks, that is Winnebago Talks, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday for Winnebago Talks, tomorrow for Coach Q, and ARL on Thursday.
Yes.